Hey everyone, welcome back to 7 Billion Geniuses and this ongoing conversation about the book 7 Billion Geniuses and how these ideas continue to unfold in my experience and this series of videos that I hope is going to be useful for other people. And our conversations about the present and explicit as a evolution, as a progression from the idea of the absent but implicit. But today I want to think about something. I've been thinking about something that I want to talk about today. I've been thinking a lot about listening and not only the importance of listening, but really more specifically exactly how to listen in a way that doesn't have a very specific effect that I'm most interested in not having when I'm listening. And this effect, the way that I'm currently thinking about describing it, is one of subjectifying or subjugating in the context of the king and his subjects. This notion of listening to someone without turning them into a subject, but really trying to find that extraordinarily thin line between a participation and a process that puts the person you're listening to in a place of being a subject or being somehow less than the listener. And because I really believe that good listening is a process where it becomes a space in between the two people. In this way, it can move beyond simply the notion of someone who's speaking and someone who's being listened to create that kind of, I don't know whether it's esoteric or it's almost indefinable, that space between the two where experience kind of can live in a way that isn't manifestation of or towards either person. And this gets me back to something that I actually been blogging about, the idea that ultimately I'm a musician too, as you know from some of the videos or other videos that you might see of me on the internet, and I really believe that that the most important thing to do with music is simply to sing the song, because that's sort of my side of it, and the rest of it is a part of the other people who are participating, and so that's my contribution, is my end of it. And so that the listening thing becomes obviously extremely important in the context of music, because music that's not listened to, in my opinion, doesn't even really exist. But to listen to it in a way that doesn't subjugate the musician is generally pretty easy. It's not the kind of thing that people do a lot of thinking about. People think about music as something that you experience personally, and the performer might have a different intention, but it still can be experienced personally. But in the context of other sorts of listening, this gets to be kind of a complicated notion, that there are ways of listening that can position the person who's offering the information in a way that's inconsistent with what I would like to achieve in listening. And so then I guess what I'm left with is, I guess, the other end of the present and explicit, or perhaps more an evolution of the idea of presence. I'm interested in finding a way to be present to the experience of another person as it's expressed through however they choose to express it, but make sure to recognize my participation in that expression, so that my listening doesn't subjugate, turn them into a subject, but honors and acknowledges that space in between in the context of the evolution of my understanding of many things, but especially what the person's trying to communicate to me. So that's what I'm thinking about this week, and as this progresses, I'll keep you caught up on how the present and explicit informs my presence in the context of not what I'm saying, but what I'm listening to and how I'm listening. So thanks for watching. I hope you do get in touch with me. All my contact information is at the end of the video. If you're interested in getting a copy of the book, 7 Billion Geniuses, please let me know. I'd be happy to send you a copy. There's a variety of websites and blogs that you can find out information about these ideas as they continue to evolve over time. There's 2 websites, the Mile White Project website, the 7 Billion Geniuses website, Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Pinterest, lots of different places where this information is out there. Again, thank you for taking the time to watch the video, and please do stay in touch.